Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? And hey, there's still a possibility my brother's landlord and West Coast will join me on here. But we're gonna go ahead and go live right now, man. Couldn't wait to bring y'all this quality Dallas Cowboys content so we can get drunk together, man. So hey, whatever it takes to make you sin, man. Get your hen, get your gin, and y'all come on in. And we're gonna get drunk with this Dallas Cowboys content together, man. Welcome to the liquor store. Now I need everybody to work your hands a little bit. When y'all come in here, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that share button. I need y'all to hit that subscribe button if you have not already joined the channel, man. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers right now, and currently we are sitting at. Let me pull it up and I'll tell y'all. We're sitting at 822, man. So we're getting real close. We can see the finish line. Y'all definitely been showing a lot of love and support to the channel, man. So I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do. So, if you ain't already joined the channel, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend, tell an enemy, it don't matter. Views are views. So, just tell everybody about the liquor store. Hit that share button, let them know the liquor store is open for business. Miss Regina Green, I see you. Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. Tyler 2, I appreciate you, my boy. Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. Hey, Joe, what's up with you, my brother? Thank you for coming in and showing love and support to the channel, my guy. I really appreciate it. Also, we are still ongoing with the raffle. If you send $5 to $Hennythemoor, you will be entered for an opportunity to win a Dallas Cowboys jersey on the 31st. So you got till now to the end to get your raffles in, and we'll do the drawing on the 1st. So if you're interested in trying to get a Dallas Cowboys jersey, or if you just want to support the content, hit the Cash App, $Hennythemoor. Hey, Ruben Hernandez, what's up with you, my guy? Thank you for tapping in. Yeah, we're going to get drunk, man. We're going to get slizzard off this content together, man. Yeah. We're going to get drunk as hell together. We get sloppy drunk. Remember, also, I got to remind y'all, if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, you will receive half off all the items in the liquor store. So please use your discount while supplies last, man. We got gin, hen, Eagles tears, some wine, cowboy readers, all that good shit, man. So tap on in. Hey, DC for Life Texas, what's up with you, my boy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, man. I appreciate it. So we're going to take a little turn. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about schedules and stuff like that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about doing this and doing that against this team, winning 14 games, 13 games, our predictions. We've been doing a lot of that lately. But right now, man, I'm going to talk about some of our own personal housekeeping. We know we had an entire draft. We had a bunch of undrafted free agents come in. So, there are some guys that they're going to be fighting for some roster spots. And I just want to give y'all my opinion, right? This is not set in stone. This is not the end all be all. I'm going to just give y'all my opinion on some players that I think should make the team. You know what I'm saying? And we know there has not been training camp. We know there has not been this, that, and the third happening just yet. But, this is my way too early favorites to make the Dallas Cowboys final 53-man roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all's may be different than mine. Y'all might have some different names. I think we had a very talented undrafted free agent class. But, these are just going to be my guys I think should make the team. And, of course, I'm going to give you numbers backing that up and why I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So sit back, pour you up your favorite drink, and we're just going to vibe out and talk about some football for a little bit, man. So to start, a name that y'all probably heard me mentioning quite a bit is offensive lineman TJ Bass. TJ Bass played at Oregon, and listen, even though he did not get drafted, I feel better about TJ Bass than a lot of the other people feel about Asen Richards. Asen Richards is getting a lot of love right now. People are very high on him, but they viewing him as a guard, right? They're viewing Asen Richards as a guard. If you look at the reports, they have been giving him reps there. That's where they want to play him at. Well, I think TJ Bass right now is more of a natural fit at left guard than Asen Richards is. He already has the adequate body style. He already has the adequate strength. So he's a very large man. Does not have the best foot speed, right? So that's what he gets in trouble with. But that's what you got a guy like Big Duke around for. You can help them with little fundamental things like that. But this is a very interesting bit of statistical data to back why I think he should make this team. If I can find it, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find what I had real quick because I don't want to feel underprepared because I had it right up here. Hey, what's up with you, Michael Lockhart? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, man. Hey, on your way in, man, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that share button for your boy, man. Go ahead, hit that like button, that share button, man. You know, we're trying to let them know that the liquor store is open for business. All right, here it go. So you might have already seen this graphic before, but it said, and this is from Marcus Mosher, who covers the Dallas Cowboys. So you wonder who this is. Cowboys undrafted free agent, offensive lineman TJ Bass had a 93.6 run block grade on zone runs in 2021 and 2022 combined per PFF. That was the best mark in all of college football, right? As we do know, you know, from quotes, you know, from the offensive line coach from the Dallas Cowboys, they will be moving onwards to a zone blocking scheme, you know, this upcoming season. So they will be moving to a zone blocking scheme, and he himself excels as a zone blocker, was the best to do it in college football during the course of the last 2 seasons. So with that said, you know, I like TJ Bass a little bit more than a lot of people like Richards. Right, it's gonna be a brand new zone blocking scheme. What y'all do also know, right? I feel that the Dallas Cowboys got much better value for TJ Bass than they did for some Richards. Some Richards was a 5th round pick that had a 7th round grade. I said this, you know, when the draft happened. TJ Bass is an undrafted free agent who had a 4th round grade, according to some reports. So, you know, and they said, how did he go undrafted? He's not a super athlete. He's not the world's greatest athlete, even though he has strength, functional strength, things like that. He's not the greatest athlete in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think his draft stock dropped a little bit. Hey, shout out to Rumor Hernandez for the $5 donation, man. They got you an entry into the raffle for the Dallas Cowboy jersey on the 31st. So I appreciate your support, and I appreciate the love that you shown, man. I really do. And if y'all want to be like my brother Ruben, and you know, improve your odds of winning a Dallas Cowboy jersey, just hit the Cash App, man. And hey, these raffles, I do this for y'all, man. It's my way of incentivizing y'all supporting the show. I want all y'all to get some dope shit out of supporting Hennythemoor, HTM Sports. So, you know, as long as the raffles are successful, I'll keep doing them. And of course, like I said, as long as this raffle goes well, we're gonna be raffling off a Dallas Cowboy ticket next month. And matter of fact, keep supporting the poll. I got a poll up on my main page, and you know that's gonna decide which Dallas Cowboy game, home game, right? It's gonna be a home game because I'm not sending y'all nowhere where I can't vouch for the stadium. We know the Dallas Cowboy Stadium is lit as hell. It's dope. So that's where we're gonna send y'all. So go support the poll, you know, vote, and whatever game wins out is gonna be the game that we raffle off a ticket for. Right? Last time I checked, the Eagle home game and the Jets home game was getting the most love. Those were the 2 highest ones being voted on. So y'all go over there and break that tiebreaker. Hey, what's up with you, Israel Madrid? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, my guy. I appreciate that. Stephen Harrison, I see you too, my boy. So yeah, so in regards to TJ Bass, a lot of people have asked, like, how the hell did he not get drafted? Well, you know, like I said, he's not this superb athlete. You know what I'm saying? He's not the best athlete in the world. But, you know, he is functionally strong. You know what I'm saying? He is functionally strong. He was highly rated as an offensive lineman. He did play some pretty good competition when he played in Oregon. Right? It's not the SEC, but the conference he played in is not a pushover either. So he plays some defensive linemen that are going to be in the NFL playing on Sundays. He did well against them. He was a highly rated player in zone blocking. You know, the writing is pretty much on the wall. Even if you do not think, you know, that he will be the starter come week 1, which I think that Tyler Smith should be. I've been very vocal. I think that Tyron Smith should be left tackle and Tyler Smith should be left guard. That's what I feel is best for the team. But even if you do not think that he can get the starting job, you should feel very comfortable with him being better than somebody like Matt Forniak. You know, he should be able to beat out Matt Forniak. He should be able to beat out a guy like Josh Ball. If they're viewing Josh Ball as an interior player this year, I think he'll come in and do better than him. So, you know, that's just how I feel about it. Y'all can disagree. You know, I think right now, you know, he's the proper size. Sim Richards still have to get some added strength and added weight to play left guard. He is going to be transitioning over from left tackle. TJ Bass is a bigger man, you know, in terms of overall weight. So I think that will help him play in the middle a little bit easier. So that's the person that I'm targeting that should make the roster. I'm not saying it's set in stone. We haven't seen how they performed in training camp or preseason. You know, this is just coming out. This is raw. You know, fresh out of college. What I felt about them. I think TJ Bass, and listen, I think Sim Richards might have a little bit more upside because he's a better athlete. You know, he hasn't really played offensive lineman that long. He still has a lot of room to grow. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we're just talking about ready-made to go. I think rookie gear will be better. I think that's TJ Bass right now. Right? I think ready to go, TJ Bass will be a better plug-and-play player at left guard right now over Sim Richards. I'm not saying long-term that will be the case, but right now, TJ Bass is probably a better prospect to get some meaningful snaps year one. Right? Because Sim Richards is going to be a project. TJ Bass, I think, you know, with his size and strength, can come in and be a formidable player year one. I see that my boy Tyler agrees. Sugar Daddy 1 agrees with that. What's up with you, Johnny? Hey, what's up, my guy? Thanks for tapping in and showing love. Ed Lockhart, same to you. I appreciate you for coming into the liquor store and showing love to the channel. Hey, everybody on your way in, man, I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to go ahead and slap a couple of eagles so y'all get your discounts, man. I need y'all to go ahead, hit that like button, hit that share button for your boy, man. We got 19 people watching. Let's see, let some more people know the liquor store is open for business, man. Let some more folks know the liquor store is over. We're going to rock out for a little while, my guy. And this is my lunch break, so, you know, we got about a solid hour to talk. You know, I spend my lunch showing love to y'all. I'm supposed to be eating, but I'm out here feeding the streets, man. So, you know, this is what we do. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in and showing love, man. Really, I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up his PFF. I'm really down on PFF with some of the shit they said about my quarterback. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But because I have not figured out my own offensive line grading scale yet, which I eventually will, since I have not figured out my own offensive lineman grading scale, we're going to still use PFF and take it with a grain of salt because they be full of shit sometimes. But, you know, for the most part, their offensive lineman grades are okay. They're okay. But they really have rubbed me the wrong way. I ain't going to lie to you. So let me see. TJ Bass, PFF, and then I'm going to screen share it. So boom, I'm finna share the screen. DC for Light, Texas. How you been feeling, my guy? Hope all is well with you, my boy. Y'all say a prayer for my guy, man. Y'all don't ask, but just keep my boy. Yeah, PFF be on bullshit sometime, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, that's why I say if you use them, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. Take that with a grain of salt, man. But as you see, though, he did grade out very well. 6'4", 317 pounds. And he has position flex. Had 879 snaps at left tackle last year. Had 500 snaps at left tackle the year before. But, you know, he has over 700 career snaps at left guard. Right? He had 431 snaps at left guard in 2021 and 386 snaps at left guard in 2020. So he graded out these last 2 years as a 78.2 as a player overall and an 86.0 as a player overall. Only has 3 career sacks surrendered. only allowed 3 quarterback hits in his entire career. Now, he has allowed some hurries, but he has not allowed a lot of hits or a lot of sacks. So, you got to love that. But between the sacks and hits combined, he only had 6 of those for his career. Hey, anytime, my brother. Anytime. It's all love over here. You support me, I got to support you, man. Real talk. So, I like him as an overall player. You know what I mean? I'm not here to say he's the best lineman in the world and he's going to be a future All-Pro, future Pro Bowler. Hey, DC4 Life, I appreciate you, man, for the $5 donation, my guy. They got you another entry in here for the raffle, so I appreciate you. And just to give you a quick update, since you've been donating a lot, that brings you up to 6. You got 6 entries for the raffle on the 31st, my brother. So salute to you, my guy. And I hope, that everything falls in line for you. I said we have a good problem with extra good players. Yeah, indeed, man, indeed. Like he's a good player. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I want a fair competition at that spot. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I saw with my own 2 eyes, Aviante Collins outplayed. He outplayed Josh Ball. Yeah, Josh Ball was the player that stayed on the active roster. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if TJ Bass comes in here and he outperforms Asim Richards or he outperforms this guy or that guy, I want TJ Bass to get the job fair and square. You know what I mean? I don't want the Dallas Cowboys to have predetermined roster spots because I saw with my own 2 eyes, just like y'all saw with y'all own 2 eyes, Aviante Collins played better than Josh Ball. He did. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what they said. We saw with our own 2 eyes, we ain't crazy. We is not crazy. You know what I'm talking about? So if they go out there, he said Josh Ball must be related to someone in the front office. Either that or he know where some bodies are hid. He knows what Jerry Jones' other baby mama is or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he getting way too much. He getting way too much love for a guy that has not played well. He has not played well at any point that I've seen his ass play football. You know what I'm saying? No slight, no dig to him, but he has not played that well. So, listen, we're just talking about offensive linemen in general, right? I do not think that Josh Ball is a better prospect than TJ Bass, right? I don't think Aviante Collins, deserves to be on the practice squad, and Josh Ball is out here living life, blowing assignments, getting my quarterback hit and shit. I just don't think that's fair. You know what I mean? So if Asim Richards outperforms my boy in training camp, that means we got a very good problem. You know what I'm saying? Because Asim Richards has a lot of upside. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of upside because he's been playing. He's improved every year. You know what I'm saying? He's not been an offensive lineman that long. He's improved every year. He's a very good athlete. So he probably has a better upside. So if he's able to put it together faster and beat TJ Bass out fair and square, cool. But if TJ Bass goes out there and outperform Asim Richards, I expect them to do the right thing and let TJ Bass get that roster spot. You know what I mean? So I just want the Dallas Cowboys to do the right thing. I have question marks, in regards to that because they have, gone out here and put out a player that didn't deserve it. Like we saw that with Josh Ball. I just hope there's a different mindset this year going forward. So moving along. So y'all know how I feel about TJ Bass. I've mentioned him a couple of times before already as being one of the steals in undrafted free agency. Really like him. So here's another guy that I do like. Hold on, let me get this pulled up. This is another player that you might have heard me mention that I do like as well, and he will have a little bit harder a time making the active roster, but I do like him. And this is another comment from Marcus Mosher. He said he thinks that Jalen Moreno Cropper has a chance to be the best undrafted free agent wide receiver for the Cowboys since Cole Beasley. Fresno used him everywhere. And that's high praise. I know that Cole Beasley did not put up Hall of Fame numbers, but I want y'all to remember that Cole Beasley was one of the best slot receivers in the league. Towards the middle of his career, he put up great numbers for the Dallas Cowboys. He was I think he was our leading receiver in 2016. Because Dez Bryant was injured and barely played. So Cole Beasley, no, he was our second leading receiver. But Cole Beasley was a dog, man. Cole Beasley, no, he did lead our team in 2016. Yeah, Cole Beasley was a dog. In 2016, Cole Beasley had 833 yards and 5 touchdowns, functioning as pretty much the primary wide receiver for Dak Prescott. 2018, after having a injury riddled season in 2017, he gave us another 672 and 3. Went to Buffalo, 778 yards, 6 touchdowns. 2020 had 967 yards and 4. He even made an All-Pro selection with the Buffalo Bills. He made an All-Pro selection with the Buffalo Bills. You know what I mean? In 2020. Ended with 5,726 career receiving yards, 34 career touchdowns. So Cole Beasley had a very respectable career as a wide receiver. So, if we can get that from Jalen Marino Cropper, I think nobody, would be down on that. You know what I'm saying? For what you gave up for him, which was nothing. You brought him in as an undrafted free agent. If he can be anywhere close to Cole Beasley in his prime, that is a big win for the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, T. Williams, man, like he's like he had some great moments, and then he sort of fell off a little bit towards the end. Like he had some great moments for us, but Terrence Williams, did not have that sustained production like somebody like my boy Cole Beasley did. You know what I mean? He didn't have that sustained production. But it's all good. I do like T. Will for what he did do. He made some mistakes, but I like T. Will overall. So with that said, y'all know what I think about Jalen Moreno Cropper. I'm actually on the opposite side of this than Landlord. Landlord likes the boy Drummond, who already on the roster, played in the SEC, has some pretty good moments there. But I really like Jalen Moreno Cropper because of scheme fit. You know what I'm saying? I know he did not play the level of competition that Drummond did, but Jalen Moreno Cropper is a legit 4-4 wide receiver. He played in an offense that ran a lot of West Coast tendencies. He's good with yard after the catch. He's able to stretch the field. So, he does all the things that Mike McCarthy likes. And then it's like he's undersized in terms of weight, but he is not like a short guy. He's 6 foot tall, runs a 4-4, a pretty decent route runner, good with yards after the catch. Really, the reason that he is an undrafted player, is really because he played at a very small school. He played at a very small school, so sometimes it's very hard, to, because you got to project what they will do at the next level. So, I think Landlord. Shout out to my brother Landlord. If y'all don't already follow him, y'all should go and subscribe to his page. Y'all should go rock out in the trap. He has some very good insights. You know what I mean? Like he's very entertaining, has some very good insight. So shout out to him. So like he actually put it like this though. Look, it's hard for these small schools because you got to project what they're doing against this other competition, against what they would do against other D1 competition. At bigger schools, like would they be able to do this against Alabama? Would they be able to do this, against Arkansas, LSU, Oklahoma, Ohio State, so on and so forth. Yo, what's up with you, JC? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. Y'all also show some love to my brother JC, man. He always come through with some great video breakdowns, some great content. So if y'all don't follow my brother JC, man, y'all go over there and show him some love as well, man. So yeah, so you got to project that kind of things. And sometimes, if there is an abundance of guys that already play at Ohio State or already play in the SEC or already play at a Power 5 school, it takes a lot of the legwork out of trying to project, on these smaller guys. So that's why some of these guys from smaller schools sometimes go undrafted. They sometimes go undrafted because of that. So I'm not saying that. Listen, when I say that some of these guys are underrated, I'm not saying that they're gonna come in here and be all pros or Pro Bowlers and shit like that. I'm just saying that they can come in and contribute to a football team and can give you something. You know what I mean? Because listen, if you will get anything out of a rookie, out of an undrafted free agent, out of certain kind of players, you already won. Like, you really have won at that point. You know what I mean? Because you can't. Everybody can't be an All Pro. Everybody can't be a Pro Bowler, but they can be pretty damn good. They can be solid for you, and they can be contributors, right? And they can have an impact on your team. So I think Jalen Moreno-Cropper, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Jalen Tolbert, I've been on record to say that he's going to take the next step in his development. I do think that Jalen Tolbert is going to be secure because they did spend a top 100 pick on him. He has been putting in the work. He does look bigger. He does look more confident. He has been putting in work with Dak Prescott, so he has built a rapport. So, I think he's safe. But, guys like Simi Fehoko, who are fringe bubble players, for the most part, since they've been in Dallas, guys like that, I think that Jalen Moreno-Cropper can come in here and push them. Because remember, like, we like Simi for his like physical traits. He's a tall guy, pretty fast, do this, do that. But Simi is a guy who I don't believe Simi ever had a season with 500 yards receiving in college, right? I don't think that Simi Fehoko ever had that. I think Simi got drafted because he's 6'4" and runs a 4.4. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reason that Simi Fehoko got drafted. Like, he got drafted off of his size and things like that. But in college, I don't believe he ever had like a huge. Matter of fact, looking at it right now, Simi Fehoko for his entire collegiate career only had 1,146 yards and 9 receiving touchdowns. So, like, Simi Fehoko did not have this stellar collegiate career where he was putting up monster production. So his best year was 574 yards. So, like, Simi Fehoko was never a guy that had like next level production in college. Michael Autry, what's up with you, my guy? I see you. Tommy Montoya, what's up with you, my boy? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hey, I need y'all to hit that like button, hit that share button for your boy, man. I need y'all to let the people know the liquor store is open for business, man. We ain't here getting drunk talking that talk, man. We here getting drunk talking about them Cowboys, man. We having a good ass time. We having a good time. So let them know the liquor store is open for business. I need you to slap a couple of hey, what's up with your Big Benny Rich? Thank you for tapping in, my boy. Hey, what's up with your Justin Kitchens? I see you, my guy. Thank you for coming in and showing love to the channel, my boy. Appreciate that. I need y'all to work your hands a little bit, man. Hit the like button, hit that share button. Stop an Eagles fan. Run one over maybe. So work the steering wheel and hit that cash app, man. We're still running the raffle. $5 to enter for a Dallas Cowboys jersey. And we'll announce the winner of that on the 1st. So you got to now until the 31st to do that if you're interested. All right, so back to the content, man. Back to the content. So like I was saying, Simi Fehoko never had like this huge stellar collegiate career. Like 1,100 yards over his entire collegiate career is really nothing, right? I'm not trying to shit on him, downgrade him, whatever. Like, he didn't have a great collegiate career. He got drafted based on his physical ability. Jalen Moreno-Cropper was productive. He was a productive wide receiver. Hey, Chris Bose, what's up with you, man? Hey, David tapping in. No, I'm Blaze. Sorry, Henny. I am in the dispensary. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. We might start selling some liquor, some TAC infused liquor over here at the liquor store, man. That might entice you to come in and get a little faded with us, man. Hey, I appreciate that, Israel Madrid. Thank you. Lost in translation. Hey, I ain't trying to shit on him, man. I'm just saying, like, that's just the facts about it. I'm just being honest. He didn't. But Jalen Moreno-Cropper, you know what I'm saying? Like, people need to understand, like, he was 1,000-yard wide receiver. He was a big play wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? I know he did not play in the world's biggest conference, but he was a big play wide receiver. He did have seasons with over 1,000 yards. He does have some pretty good physical ability. You know what I mean? Ran a 4.4 flat, 6 foot tall. Had a 4.27 20-yard shuttle. So he had some athleticism. So he made all Mountain West. So he was that guy where he was at. You know what I'm saying? 899 yard season with 11 touchdowns, 1,093 yard season with 5 touchdowns. So you know he made all conference where he played at. He was that kind of player. He was, listen, even when you play, can we see what, like, his production? You want me to put the numbers up? I can put the numbers up. I mean, if that's what you're talking about, lost in translation. Because if you want me to put the numbers up, you know, I'll screen share some of this stuff for you. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll get the screen pulled back up. I'm all hood in my neighborhood, but nobody will know if it don't play. Yo, what's up with you, JJ the Mind? What's good with you, my boy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, my guy. Hey, Common Sense Lab, what's good with you, my boy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, man. Thank you. All right, so in terms of Simi, I got his college stats pulled up right here. All right, so boom. Let me screen share. So he had 6 yards in one game played, 566 yards, you know, in 2019. Then he had 574 yards in 2020. So again, like I said, he did not have next level, you know, production in college. Now let's compare that to Jalen Moreno Cropper. As you see player development when you look at Jalen Moreno Cropper, because he went from having 196 yards to having 520 yards to having 899 yards to having 1,086 yards. So again, like, he is a player that came in and improved year in and year out. He improved year in and year out. He has position flexes. He can play the X, Y, and Z. He can play every wide receiver position. He can play in the slot. He can play on the outside. He's good with the ball in his hand, run after catch. You know what I'm saying? You can hand him the ball. He had 2 rushing touchdowns in 2021. You know what I mean? He ended up with 26 overall touchdowns for his career. So, listen again. I'm not saying. Hey, what's up, JJ? What's the cool fact? Go ahead and let me know the cool fact, brother. T Smooth TV, what's up with you, my guy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, my brother. I greatly appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Hey, we got 38 people on the show watching, man. So, hey, everybody tell a friend. Have a friend tell a friend that the liquor store is open for business, man. We out here we got the liquor for the low. We got the liquor for the low. Oh yeah, he did. I'm glad that you did bring that up, though. I'm finna actually pin that comment so that people can see it. Dak Prescott was a Heisman candidate. It's actually one of the reasons why I was surprised that Dak Prescott was available for us in the 4th round in 2016. I know he had the DUI, and then he had the the fight. You know, he got into a fight. He got jumped, actually, but they say he got into a fight. He got jumped during spring break. So, like, there was a bunch of different things going on with Dak Prescott. Then he already was a dual threat quarterback. So, his draft stock took a couple of hits. Being a dual threat quarterback, he said, "Do I got the scissor?" No, but if you go to the trap, we might be able to make a call to the trap and hit landlord up. They're being nefarious and living like this. So they might have that on deck. So I don't have it, but I might be able to get my hands. I might be able to get my hands on it. If you need a rush order, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, man. So Dak Prescott really should have probably went in the 2nd round. He probably should have been a 2nd round quarterback. But God was a Dallas Cowboys fan. He made it possible for the Dallas Cowboys to get Dak Prescott, and the rest is history. Yo, Action Pal, what's up with you, my boy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, my guy. Thank you for coming in and showing love. The landlord has some family stuff to do, man. Like he still might be able to jump on, because I've actually sent them the link, so they get time before the liquor store shuts its doors in about the next 40 minutes or so. Then they can come on here and rap with us. You know what I mean? So, but as of right now, we're just gonna hold it down. If they get a chance to slide into the liquor store, then that it'll be lovely, because it's always easier to do a show when you got two other dope ass content creators with you. It's always easier to do a show at that point. So if they have time to slide in here, the links will be inside of their inboxes. Also, last year before he got hurt, he was on pace, going to still be 40 touchdowns, 4,000 yards. No other than just weed and liquor, no other illicit drugs. I understand that. I feel that. Nothing wrong with that. So I like him. Scheme fit. No proven production in college. I don't. And listen, like I said, I don't necessarily think he's going to knock Jalen Tolbert off for a spot, but I do think it's possible that Simi Fehoko and guys like Simi Fehoko and Dennis Houston, who don't really fit this new, system. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they really fit like that. Dennis Houston is not that fast. Don't really think that he's a great yak guy. So I think he can really push those guys based on scheme fit, based on athletic ability, and based on the fact that he did have collegiate production. Again, that is just what HTM Sports feel. That's what Hennythemoor, live from the liquor store, feels. Like, y'all can feel differently. What do y'all think about Jalen Moreno Cropper? Do y'all think that he can push some of these guys for a roster spot? I do. I do, because I think he can come in and be a better scheme fit than Dennis Houston. I think that he might be able to push Simi. So we'll see. Speaking of that, I'm glad that you brought that up. He said Dak is going to be in the running for MVP this year. Mark my words. With his new West Coast offense, he's going to be off. Let me show y'all something. I'm glad you brought that up, actually. I'm glad you brought that up. Because let me see if I still have it in here. Because I think I have the MVP odds. If I don't, I can just re-download it because I got it in my inbox. So bear with me. Oops. I'm going to let y'all see it for yourselves, because Dak Prescott does have MVP odds. Like, he is an early MVP candidate. And listen, as y'all know, we do encourage y'all to sports bet on this here channel. We do encourage that. You know what I mean? So, like, here are some odds for y'all ass. If y'all want to, y'all be careful out there, man. Y'all be careful out there, Jameson Taylor. You got a bunch of weirdos in here that get road rage, so y'all be careful about them. All right. So as you see here, these are the MVP odds. How many regular season MVP won Super Bowl in the same season? Well, Patrick Mahomes just did it last year, so that's one. So let me go back and look. All right, so 11 players have won the Super Bowl and the MVP in the same season. Bart Starr in 1966, Terry Bradshaw in 1978, Mark Mosley in 1982, Lawrence Taylor in 86, Joe Montana in 89, Emmitt Smith in 93, Steve Young in 94, Brett Favre in 96, Terrell Davis in 98, Kurt Warner in 99, Patrick Mahomes in last year. So 11 players have won both in the same year. So these are the actual MVP odds. And I'm going to have to actually shut my banner down for 2 seconds for the good of showing the content. But Dak Prescott is right there for MVP odds. So Patrick Mahomes, has the best odds. Joe Burrow has the second best odds. Josh Allen has the third best odds. Justin Herbert has the fourth best odds. Hurts has the fifth best odds. Lamar got the sixth best odds. Tua and Trevor Lawrence are actually tied, for the seventh. And then Dak and Aaron Rodgers are tied for the eighth best odds of winning the MVP this season. So they believe that Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, and they believe Dak Prescott with his current roster, has the same odds of winning the MVP with Aaron Rodgers and his current roster. And Aaron Rodgers has a very good roster. Garrett Wilson was the offensive rookie of the year last year. 1,000-yard wide receiver, big playability wide receiver. They brought in a bunch of good talent. So that says a lot about how they really feel. So like people can say what they want to, but follow the money. If there are respectable betting odds of your player, winning a MVP or winning this or that, then that they're probably pretty good. You don't have to listen to the sports analysts or anybody. Follow the money. Follow the money. If there are betting odds for your player to win an MVP or something along those lines, he's probably is in position to have a real good year. So don't listen to the talking heads. Don't listen to the talking heads. Because remember, the last time that you saw Dak Prescott play a full season, last time he played at least 16 games, he threw 37 touchdowns to only 10 interceptions. Went 11-5 as a starter. That was 2021. He did. Right? The year before that, he got injured, but 2019, he was second in the league in passing yards, and he threw 30 touchdowns. So Dak Prescott, if he's completely healthy, is going to throw over 30 touchdowns. He's going to throw over 4,000 yards, and you're going to win double-digit games for the most part. So, of course he has a good opportunity to win the starting position. So I'm actually going to switch gears. I just seen a report Dak winning MVP in the Super Bowl this year. Write it down. Hey, I pray so. All right. Well, I'm glad you made it home safely, Jameson Taylor. Hey, appreciate the love, my boy. Hope you stay safe out there, my guy. So, I actually just seen a report that I want to share with y'all. So give me 2 seconds to try and save this shit in. You know what? I actually need to go on Twitter, screenshot it, and then upload it. Could that be easier for y'all to actually see? Bear with me. Here it go. So I'm finna screenshot this. I'm finna send it to myself, and then I'm finna put it on the screen. Thank y'all for thank y'all for waiting around, man. I'm finna get it up there. I definitely want y'all to see this because this ties back into some of the stuff we've been talking about. This ties back up to some of the stuff we've been talking about. So bear with me one moment as I get this set up. I think this would be a very nice talking point. All right, boom, there we go. And it's really something that we've been saying for a long time. If you follow, say, let me be a mod. I'm on West Coast channel. Sure, I don't mind. Give me 2 seconds. I'll make sure you get you a wrench. Yo, what's up with you, Raymond Salas? I appreciate you tapping in and showing love to the channel, my guy. So, do I got any info on Scott Tolzien, career backup quarterback? Been around Mike McCarthy for a long time. So, on job training still. I'm not too sure. I'm a huge fan of that, but he's pretty much like Hennythemoor in that respect. There's going to be a lot of on job training. He hasn't been coaching a long time. Dak Prescott already a better pro than he ever was. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I know for a fact that Mike McCarthy is going to spend a lot of time with Dak Prescott anyway. So it may be a moot point. So Cowboys EVP Stephen Jones, our top 5 linemen, or top 5. Hold on. Our top 5 linemen are our top 5 linemen. Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith, Tyler Biadasz, Terrence Steele, Zach Martin. Really felt like if you're going to get your best 5 who have played in this league, those are our best 5. We'll see what happens from there. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of shit that makes me sleep a little bit better at night. The Dallas Cowboys said that Tyler. No, listen. Like when I initially said it, that was what I felt. That is what I felt. That they were the best 5. They saying it out their own mouth. So come week 1, outside of injury, that needs to be your starting offensive line. Tyron Smith is going to get a gold jacket from playing left tackle. He deserves to play left tackle. Tyler Smith is good as a mauler in the run game. He has the size and the strength to play left guard at a high level. Tyler Biadasz, even if you don't think that he's the world's best center, he is one of the best run blocking centers in the National Football League. In respect to run block win rate, he doesn't get a lot of penalties. And, even though it's a popularity contest, you can say he made a Pro Bowl selection, right? We know that Zach Martin is also going to get a gold jacket from playing right guard. Terrence Steele, one of the best right tackles when healthy. So that is an amazing, offensive line you could put out there. A great starting 5. My only issue would be the Dallas Cowboys go against the grain, try and reinvent the wheel, and play musical chairs with this offensive line matchup. But I've been saying this, like, and if you follow the channel, y'all know this is true, because I'm not the type of person to like beat their chest and say I was right. Would you rule this, that, and the third? There's not really me. Like, I put out the number and the facts are always numbers and the facts. Eventually they get proven true. And the numbers and the facts always said it was your best offensive lineup. The Dallas Cowboys front office, prior to Tyron Smith injury, said that this exact lineup would be your starting offensive line last year, right? So the writing was on the wall. If you just look at the best offensive lineup you could put out there, it includes all 5 of these guys playing those particular positions from left to right. And as long as the Dallas Cowboys do that, that makes me feel a little bit better about them not addressing the offensive line position until late into the draft. If they believe that Tyron Smith will be healthy and they expect to play Tyler Smith at left guard, it does make a little bit more sense why they did not get a guy like Torrance. It does make a little bit more sense why they did not get Mafi. It makes a little bit more sense that they got guys who are project players that need 1 or 2 years, because they expect this lineup to be together for at least the next couple of years, right? I'm not saying it's the most sound thing. I'm not saying it's foolproof. It doesn't account for injuries, because we know that Tyron Smith has an injury history, but it does make more sense in terms of that. Because on the outside chance that Tyron Smith does stay healthy, then where would any of those guys that you draft a high play? You would have a very expensive swing, if that was the case. So hopefully this offensive lineup is what we see week 1. Hopefully, that they are able to stay healthy and build chemistry, play together for several games without anybody going down, getting dinged up. Because if this is your offensive lineup, like you have no questions elsewhere else. You have no questions elsewhere else. You fortified, your wide receiving core. Dak Prescott will be back fully healthy. Your defense, there are no questions on there because you fortified your run game. You fortified cornerback 2. You brought in extra edge rushers in case you need it. You got some position flex, with Fihoku who can play 3 and on the edge. So, like, you did everything in your power to improve this team. And as long as you get the offensive line right, you are in a position to have a very good season next year. Swain, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, my guy. Hey, Swain, don't forget, if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man, you will receive half off all the items in the liquor store. So, yeah, but I just thought that this is something that we've been talking about for a long time. Common sense football, but I'm glad that the Dallas Cowboys have decided to have common sense. You know what I mean? Like, there was always the outside chance that they would try to reinvent the wheel. They would try and put somebody like Josh Ball out there. They would try to do this and do that. So hopefully, with this, it means that they are set up to do the right thing like Spike Lee. Hopefully they are set up to perform well together. So, hey, I just gotta hope and pray that the Dallas Cowboys do this, because this is the right move, and this is what I've said has been the right move for a very long time. So moving along, we did get a little segue, in regards, to a player like that. We were talking about guys who should make the team. My way too early picks to make the 53-man roster. I got TJ Bass. I want him to make it. Jalen Moreno Cropper, I want him to make it. Is that a kick in the nut? A kick in the nut might get you a free bottle. You know what I'm saying? Because that is very brutal. And it's population control too. You don't want too many Eagles fans populating, running around, eating all the shit out of garbage cans and stuff like that in your neighborhood. So yeah. You might go ahead and get a free bottle. You kick them in the nuts like that, man. I might go ahead and bless you. He said he gonna get him a free bottle. Boy, I feel it. Yeah, man. But yeah, so where was I? I'm in my old age. I get a little sidetracked about what the hell I be talking about. Oh yeah. We were talking about players that I expect to make the roster. My way too early predictions. So prior to training camp, right? I think that TJ Bass is going to make the roster. I think that Jalen Moreno Cropper will make the roster. Another guy that I feel, I'll buy one too, Henny. Shit, go ahead. The more the merrier. The less future little Eagles fans running around here, the better. Yeah, man. So another player that I feel is going to make the roster is somebody the Dallas Cowboys actually had their eye on for a very long time, and that is Isaiah Land. Isaiah Land is a hybrid player. He's a linebacker / edge, 6'4", about 230 pounds. Played at Florida AMU. So he actually was a guy that played with Bell or safety. And according to a report, Dan Quinn had his eyes on him since then. He said when he was scouting Marquise Bell, who is a safety on our roster, a lot of upside. Salute to Marquise Bell. When they were scouting Marquise Bell, they actually saw Isaiah Land, and they have been infatuated with Isaiah Land ever since. So let's just go through a rundown of some of Isaiah Land's production, and we'll get a feel for him. We will get a feel for him. Hold on. All right. What the hell? All right, they had a damn. Y'all forgive me. There was a commercial playing on this website while I was looking up his stats. But now I got it pulled up, so I ain't concerned about it. So here we go. Yeah, a random ass commercial started playing on this site. It was a pop-up ad. Makes me sick. Okay. So look at Isaiah Land. Look at this production. Look at this production. Now he did not play at a big school, right? But you know, one of the keys of being a player worth drafting is when you go up against subpar competition, you are supposed to dominate against them. And he was definitely dominant against these boys over there. He was tearing their ass loose. So 2021, Isaiah Land played in 12 games. He had 43 total tackles, 25 and a half tackles for loss, 19 sacks, 3 passes defended, 3 forced fumbles. That boy went crazy. Like there's no other way to go around it. That boy went crazy. Right? The very next year, he only played in 8 games, right? But to put that into perspective, he only played in 8 games, but he had 8 sacks. So he was averaging a sack a game in 2022. To put that into perspective, he was averaging a sack a game, you know, for in 2022. So imagine if he had played 12 games, he probably would have ended up with 12 sacks. You know, just going by the statistics or more, because he could have had a multi-sack game in there. So he was out there feasting. So listen, he ended his career with 42 and a half tackles for loss and 29 sacks, 7 passes defended, 4 forced fumbles, and an interception. You know, while getting 89 total tackles. And listen, he is in the mold of the kind of player that Dan Quinn really likes. Dan Quinn likes players like this. You know, he a hybrid player. He's a chess piece. He's a chess piece on the bigger chessboard, you know, of the Dallas Cowboys defense. You know, he can be the pawn on this play. He could be the rook on this play. He can be the king on this play. Right? He can line up and sack the quarterback. You know, you might move him inside and try to rush the passer. You might drop him back into coverage. You know, there are different things that you can do with Land, you know, based on his size, based on his length, based on his athletic ability. Now, I do not believe, you know, that we are necessarily need, you know, another edge rusher, right? I think that's fortified. Sam Williams a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like we brought back a bunch of great pass rushers. You know, you even re-signed a guy like Tack McKinley who didn't really see the field for you. You brought back Dante Fowler. You know, you still got Armstrong. So you got plenty of edge rushers. But, you know, like in terms of versatility, Isaiah Land has more versatility than most of those other guys. You can play him in different positions. You can play him here, there, everywhere, and, you know, make them, DA. So, you know, like there are plenty of things that you can do with Isaiah Land. So because Dan Quinn has had his eye on him, you know, for a very long time, because he fits his scheme, because he was a dominant edge rusher in college, you know, I think he's going to end up making the final 53-man roster. I don't know who heads get cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like MJ said, you know, Armstrong might need to get traded. You know, you might end up regulating somebody like Tack McKinley to the practice squad. You know, this, that, and the third. But, you know, I think just based on the fact that he's already one of Dan Quinn Peck's cats because he was productive because of this, that, and the third, I think he will end up making the final 53-man roster for the Dallas Cowboys. And lastly, this is the next guy that I'm sure will make the final 53-man. Y'all already talking about the man in the chat box, so like y'all well aware. Like y'all know what's going on in the nation. Y'all know who this person is. And it's going to be Hunter Luke K. If I said his name correctly, not sure, but God forgive me if I did not say it right. Charge it to my head and not my heart, because I'm not trying to butcher the young man's name. But Hunter Luke K. is a fullback that we gave a nice little bit of money to as undrafted free agent. So he's really a power back, that plays some fullback. He's 6'1", 236 pounds. But he is a guy that did get a lot of carries in college. He was used as an offensive weapon. And we're gonna take a quick look at his collegiate stats real quick. We're gonna take a quick look at his collegiate stats. Bear with me, because y'all know I'm struggling over here trying to get it pulled up. So just give me the time of day to get it together, man. I got you. Here you go. All right, so I'm finna go ahead and share the screen with y'all. He says he's very versatile. There will be a nice camp battle. Like I said, the Dallas Cowboys are viewing Fant as a fullback as well. What a lot of people do not understand is Fant actually started out as a running back and he transitioned over to tight end. So when you look at his highlight package, that's why you will see carries. That's why Lepke. They say Lepke. Okay, cool. I don't know how the hell you get Lepke with a big ass U right there, but that's his name. More power to him. But yeah, that's why you turn on Fant's highlight tape. You're gonna see him running the ball. You'll see him in the backfield lead blocking. You'll see this, that, and the third. Him catching passes out the backfield. So he has, and listen, he's not a super tall tight end or something. He's 6'2". You know what I'm saying? Like he's more in the body style of somebody like Shannon Sharp. So like I could see him being a fullback on this team with some athletic ability, with the ability to sneak out and catch passes, do this and that. But when you look at him, like you see a running back. Like he actually got more attempts every single season of his career. Last year he had 98 carries for 621 yards and 9 rushing touchdowns. Even caught 14 balls for 196 yards. Year before that had 87 yards and for 543 yards and 8 rushing touchdowns. Even had 3 receiving touchdowns. Add on to it. So like he is a guy that actually was getting a nice amount of carries. You know what I'm saying? He's getting a nice amount of carries out there. So yes, he does bring the aspect of being a lead blocker out the backfield. But when you look around at the current makeup of your team, you do not have another hammer. You do not have a power back. You do not have anybody to do the dirty work that Ezekiel Elliott used to do. You don't have a guy that is a great pass blocker. You don't have a guy that is a run between the A gap, B gap, power back. You don't have that right now. He said, Henny, Evolution, Princeton Fant, and Hunter Luque are the new enhanced fullback tight end. These guys are no longer slow and more athletic. Linebackers took them out of football. Now they have upgraded, which is fair because they have changed the way they even play linebacker. A lot of the linebackers right now look like safeties and defensive backs. They got smaller, and they're still willing to hit, but they got smaller, speedier linebackers out there now, to accommodate. So, and yeah, I can also see him replacing Guilford on special teams. Listen, as a fullback, right? Because we don't think he's going to take the job from Tony Pollard or Malik Davis, anything like that. As a fullback, you will have to do more, than just line up and lead block for me. So if you can, be a power back for me when I ask you to be, I need that. If you can play special teams for me, I need that. If you're going to go out there and chip this defensive end before you go out there and try to catch a pass, I need that. If you're going to stay in as an extra protector in the pass game the entire play, I need that. Right? So, and listen, I think he is physically better suited to do all of that than everybody else in the running back room right now. Tony Pollard, even if you think that he can do it, no, he's coming back off an injury, right? And he's not a great pass blocker anyway. Malik Davis, I gotta see it. Ronald Jones, I don't even expect that boy to make the team. You know what I'm saying? So we need somebody to be the dirty work guy. We need the pass blocker, the short yardage back, the goal line back, the lead blocker. Like, I listen, they gave this man a guaranteed contract of $200,000. That's almost $250,000 to an undrafted fullback. It's damn near guaranteed he's going to make this team. $200,000 is $200,000 regardless of who paying it. So if you're willing to guarantee $200,000 to somebody just so that you can have them on the roster, I'm pretty sure you plan on using them and you plan on them making the team with you. So, you know, I feel that. And listen, him making the team means the Dallas Cowboys are going in the direction of trying to be more physical, trying to play smash mouth football, you know. And I like that. You know, that's one of the things that Brian Schottenheimer spoke about. He said that they want to play fast. He said they want to play physical. You know, they want to bring back that smash mouth style of football. It's harder, you know, to defend against a team that wants to punch you in the mouth over a team that's purely finesse. We've been a very finesse team, you know, for a very long time. So getting back to running behind a fullback, you know, getting back to running the ball down your throat, getting back, you know, to leaning on a run game and utilizing play action, you know, getting your quarterback involved in the run game, which are all things I do believe will happen this year in this new offensive system. I think it's a step in the right direction. So I do think Lepke, that's how you pronounce it. I think Lepke is a vital part to that. And don't get me wrong, you know, like there is a chance for Fant to make the team. You know, there is a chance for Fant to make the team. But, you know, that would mean him pushing out a guy like McKeon. So we will see. But, yo, I rock with y'all for over an hour. It's been 1 hour and 7. No, let the timer tell it. And I got just enough time to get back to work. So I appreciate y'all for the love and the support that y'all shown the liquor store, man. I will try and be back later on tonight, you know, to do the usual 6 o'clock show. So I thank y'all for the support. I thank y'all for rocking with your boy, showing love. You know, everything that y'all do. So on the way out, man, I need y'all to go ahead and hit that like button. I need y'all to go ahead and hit that share button. I need y'all to slap a couple of Eagles fans, man. I need y'all to hit that cash out. You know, I'm gonna put it back up here, man. Booyah, because you know I had to bring it down. If you still want to enter for a chance to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey, it's $5 at $Hennythemoor. Also, if S.A. Richburg does not contact me, you know, in the next couple of days, I'm gonna give them a couple more days. I'm just gonna raffle that jersey back off. You don't have to send anything. Everybody that was already entered, you know, will be in that same drawing. So I will draw a different name if he does not reach out to me in the next couple of days. So I will make an announcement prior to it. So y'all tune in for that in case your name gets called. Because I need y'all present so y'all can jump in my inbox on Facebook or on Twitter and let me know where the hell I need to send the jersey to. So just tap in. I appreciate y'all for the love and support. And I will see y'all later. God bless.